From WBAY TV, your first alert station, Action 2 News starts right now with breaking news.
A first alert on breaking news. Police are along I-41 in Howard. Emily Byer is live there right now. Emily, what are you seeing?
Yeah, Aisha, I just got off the phone with Brown County Dispatch. Again, very few details to confirm here this morning, but if you take a look, this scene, as the sun is starting to rise, we're able to see a lot more here this morning. You can see Brown County officials as well as Green Bay police over here. They've been looking in this very grassy area over here, but also now we can see further down the road here, there's a blue tent way on the side of the road here. I know that as Brown County working out of there, that's kind of their command center that they set up when they're doing these active investigations. They told me still the same thing that they could tell me this morning, which is this is just a very active scene. I've asked them if they are searching for someone, if they're looking for evidence of something, and they cannot confirm any of those details. Earlier we did see, it was still pretty dark, but earlier we did see a drone go up in the air. Again, we've seen police canines out here, so it would seem that they're looking for something, but as to the manner of it, we just still don't have that confirmed yet. We're still working with officials trying to learn more for you, but for now, we're just going to continue to make those calls and hope to confirm more for you. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Okay, Emily, in First Alert Traffic, we just want to give you a better sense of exactly where Emily is. This is a broader view of Green Bay, and this is where Emily is. Again, Memorial Drive in Howard, where you see the red X. Emily's kind of on the underpass there, Memorial Drive under I-41, and where you see that red symbol, that is where this search is happening. Right, you might be able to even see them if you're heading north or south on 41 there through Howard. But if you're driving down below in that area, you may want to just avoid this area. Police don't need gawkers, things like that. They want to be able to do their work. We don't know whether any roads are officially closed, but we'll continue to follow this. Again, Emily's working to find out more. She'll be live with us again in just a few minutes. Right now, we want to check in with our First Alert forecast. Steve is following some storms.
Yeah, thanks, Catherine. We've got showers and thunderstorms north of Green Bay. Let's go up there with First Alert Viper Max. Showers right now, Sturgeon Bay, across the bay over towards Peshtigo and Marinette. And then right up along the Forest and Marinette County border, we've got a heavy thunderstorm. Nothing severe, but there's some downpours and some occasional lightning, and that is moving into northern Forest, northern Marinette County. So we'll have a chance of some spotty showers and some thunderstorms. The risk of severe weather this morning is low. Some lightning, some downpours, some small hail, and this may just slow you down as you go into your morning drive. Now, later today, we'll have some drier weather. We'll get back into some sun. It will feel slightly humid despite seasonable warmth. We'll have a high of 77 degrees. So now, here's First Alert Pinpoint Predictor, and this is our hour-by-hour chance of rain for the Green Bay area. Predictor has been decreasing that chance over the past few minutes. So the rain chance for Green Bay around 20 or 30%, but it's higher for folks in the north between now and lunchtime. At 6:10, we'll have our Wisconsin satellite and radar view. We're talking about high heat and humidity coming in tomorrow, so stay tuned for much more, including your hourly Pinpoint Predictor forecast. Back to you, Catherine.
Steve, thanks. Happening today, the demolition phase at the City Center Plaza in Appleton starts today. It's to make way for a new project. It kicks off a $33.6 million project for the Fox Commons. The demo phase will have some impact on drivers and pedestrians. Nothing major will be blocked off, but City Center Plaza will be closed to pedestrians because the fire doors need to stay closed. Appleton's City Council approved this redevelopment of the City Center Plaza in June. The 180,000 square foot facility will include some housing for Lawrence University and commercial space. Some of the commercial tenants include Mosaic Family Health and Prevea Health.
A Brown County man is charged with 2 counts of first-degree sexual assault of a minor. Police say 55-year-old Edward Verbumen was in court for those charges yesterday. The victim, a 15-year-old girl, says the assaults happened in 2020 and in 2023. Each count carries up to 60 years in prison if convicted.
A Green Bay police officer and his attorney are preparing to return to Brown County Court in October. Officer Matthew Knutson pleaded not guilty in court yesterday. He's facing charges related to hitting a man with his squad car when trying to arrest him. He's expected to return to court in October.
A First Alert new safety resolutions are being proposed for a home that's been hit by cars 3 different times. The house is on Riverside Drive in the village of Swamico. Officials are looking at resolutions, laws, and budget adjustments that would try to avoid this happening again. The most recent crash was earlier this year. It caused $40,000 damage.
A first alert update now on the deadly wildfires in Washington state. Officials say over 450 firefighters are working to contain this fire this morning. You could see all the smoke and flames. 2 people have been killed and more people are being forced out of their homes this morning. Officials say the major fires are only 10% contained. The wildfires have burned a total of 35,000 acres so far. And just taking a look right here at the latest wildfire map across the United States and Canada. Look at this. You could just see how many fires are active. On the bottom of your screen on the left there, you could see Hawaii still has active wildfires. President Joe Biden and First Lady Dr. Jill Biden are wrapping up their visit there today. Over 114 people have been killed in those fires.
Keeping you up to date on breaking news that we are following this morning on Action 2 News. A live look right here at police in Howard along I-41. Brown County Sheriff's deputies, Green Bay Police, fire officials, police dog, and even a drone up in the air. Our Emily Byer is out there live asking the questions you want to know. What is happening out there? Is there an active search? We are working to learn those details. Emily Byer with a live report coming up at 6:15.
Kind of a gloomy looking sky from our Sturgeon Bay sky cam. Overcast, 65 degrees. There's been some rain around Sturgeon Bay this morning. Here's our satellite and radar loop. And you can see the showers from Door County and back to the northwest. And it's especially once you get up into Forest County, you run into some thunderstorms. They'll continue to track to the south and east. Our temperatures are in the 60s, but we've got temperatures in the 70s back across the Corn Belt, and the dew points are also in the 70s. There's some very hot tropical-like air out in Iowa, southern Minnesota. It's going to be heading in our direction soon. So here's First Alert Pinpoint Predictor. Today our dew point sits in the low 60s, a little bit humid, but tomorrow mega muggy. Dew points in the mid 70s. One of those days where if you wear glasses like me and you're in an air-conditioned room and you go outside, your glasses, they just fog up immediately. So today, chance of a shower, chance of a storm in the north this morning, then some afternoon sun. We'll see highs in the upper 70s, but then tomorrow, that really hot and humid air moves in. Tomorrow is a First Alert weather day. So we've got lots to talk about coming up at 6:20. ViperMax shows where the showers and storms are right now, and we'll discuss the dangerous heat coming in tomorrow with Pinpoint Predictor's heat index forecast.
Breaking news in Howard. Let's go live to reporter Emily Byer now.
Yeah, Aisha, just want to give you the scene right now. If you take a look behind me, we can still see this morning they have a good area marked off. We're at the corner of Memorial Drive and Vincent Road. We've seen a very heavy police presence over in this area, this grassy area. We've also seen several Brown County officials, deputies, as well as police officers going into that grassy area. I reached out to officials. They haven't confirmed any details with us so far. They haven't told us if they're looking for anyone or if they're looking for evidence of something. But we have seen officials out. They appear to be searching here in this grassy area. And then you can see that that deputy right there just took off that way. That has also been a common thing that we've been seeing here this morning, is several deputies going off on Vincent Road and heading down the way there. If you take a look over here, again, we're to give you an idea of kind of where we are, we're just outside the Northern Pines residence apartments. And to give you a little bit more of a timeline, we got on scene around 4:45 this morning, and we couldn't really see a lot. It was very dark, but we could see that there were a lot of police activity. Could see police at the Northern Pines residences. We don't know exactly what they were doing there, or if this is or if it was related to this. And then we were actually asked by officials to move down a little bit further, so we did that. And around 5 o'clock is when I spoke to officials again. Again, not able to confirm any details, but asked us to move a little bit further back. I asked them about if they're looking for anybody, if they're blocking any roads. They still have not blocked off any roads that we know of, that we can see from where we are. And they just had us move again. So again, very few details that they're confirming at this time. But since being on the scene here at 4:45, a very active scene. We've seen police canines, the drone up in the air. We're still working to confirm and learn more about these details, and we'll be the first to alert you when we learn more. Catherine.
Emily, thanks. And First Alert Traffic, we want to show you exactly where Emily is and what you might see if your commute takes you along 41. So again, Emily is right here. She's basically under that I-41 overpass, looking to the east, and this is where that search is happening. And you heard Emily say that a few deputies were heading south along I-41 there. So we don't know how large the search area is. Doesn't sound like any roads are closed, but drivers, you might just want to avoid this area. Let police do their work. We'll continue to bring you first alerts when they do perhaps close any roads. Right now, though, we want to shift to Oshkosh because crews are going to be working on a ramp there. The ramp from southbound I-41 to Highway 26, the Plainview exit, is going to be closed from 7 this morning until 12:30 this afternoon. So an option for you, you may want to get off of southbound 41 at Highway 44, just one exit to the north there. And then you can take Washburn, that's the frontage road, you know, past the car dealerships, south to Highway 26.
All right, Catherine, thank you.
First Alert Traffic is sponsored by Green Bay Metro. Download GBM on demand and ride with us today.
All right, now to a consumer first alert. If you're planning to book a last-minute summer vacation, you'll want to hear this. The Wisconsin Better Business Bureau is warning about a new vacation rental scam. They say it targets people using Airbnb or VRBO. The BBB says scammers are using real vacation homes and photos. They pose as the owner, often on social media. One person reported to the Better Business Bureau that they were told they would get a discount if they paid through Venmo instead of Airbnb. Once the scammer got the $2,500 deposit, that person stopped replying. The Better Business Bureau says to avoid a vacation rental scam, stay with legitimate rental sites. They have policies to protect renters. If a seller and owner is asking you to go off the website, you want to think twice about that. Research the property. Look for complaints or scams. And this is key here, pay with a credit card because you have a better chance of getting your money back if something goes wrong. Keeping you up to date on breaking news we are following right now in Howard, a large police presence. Take a look live here at the scene, an active situation. Brown County Sheriff's deputies, Green Bay Police, fire officials, canines have been out there. They're out there right now. They appear to be searching for someone or something. This is off I-41 in Howard. We have asked what is happening out there. They haven't told us anything about what they're doing. Action 2 News reporter Emily Byer has been updating us from the scene. She'll have a live report at 6:30 right after the break on Action 2 News this morning.
From WBAY TV, your first alert station, Action 2 News starts right now with breaking news.
The first alert breaking news that we are following, heavy police presence in Howard. Emily Byer live there right now, keeping us up to date. What are you seeing?
Yeah, Tammy, I just got off the phone with officials again, and they haven't been able to confirm any details at this time. If you take a look behind me, you can see we're just here at the corner of Vincent Road and Memorial Drive. You can see they've got Brown County deputies as well as Green Bay Police, and then probably just before 6 o'clock this morning, we also saw fire officials arrive on scene. But we've been out here since about 4:45. We were the first on scene here, and I could see police canines. I could also see a lot of police using their lights, and kind of it seemed like they were searching out in this grassy area. Again, they haven't confirmed if they are looking for anyone or if they are searching for any evidence of some kind. They haven't confirmed those details with us. And again, when we first got here, we were way further down. Again, arriving on scene, there were also a lot of unmarked police cars, and so we were stopped by Brown County deputies, and they asked us to just move back a little bit more. So we did that. We did ask if there is any danger to the public at this time. They couldn't confirm those details for us as well. So we are working to learn more information about exactly what is going on here. But as you can see, just a very active scene here. We're going to continue to learn more throughout the morning and bring you the very latest on air as well as online. We'll send it back to you.
A Green Bay police officer and his attorney are preparing to return to Brown County Court in October. Officer Matthew Knutson pleaded not guilty in court yesterday. He's facing charges related to hitting a man with his squad car when trying to arrest him. He's expected to return to court on October 17th.
A man accused of killing 2 women in Green Bay is now set for trial next March. 49-year-old Richard Soka is being held on $2 million bail. 58-year-old Rhonda Segelski and 53-year-old Paula O'Connor were found dead in Segelski's duplex last January. Autopsy reports show the two women were stabbed to death. Officials say Soko was wearing a GPS monitoring ankle bracelet for a stalking case, and it placed him at Segelski's duplex. Both sides say they're ready to move to trial, and jury selection will start next year.
6:34 on this Tuesday morning, President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden visit Hawaii after those deadly wildfires in Maui. He vows the federal government will help the island for as long as it takes to recover.
The country grieves with you, stands with you, and will do everything possible to help you recover.
President Biden met with survivors in Lahaina, hearing the stories of survival from locals and first responders. As of now, at least 115 people have been confirmed dead from the wildfires. FEMA has distributed more than $8 million to people in Maui, and they've helped with rental assistance for 8,000 families. We want to look now at our First Alert DOT traffic camera network. 441 here, you see the orange barrels. It's down to one lane each way on 441 between College and Northland. Coming up in the morning rush, I'll let you know about an I-41 ramp in the Oshkosh area that's closed this morning and where you can go instead.
We have a health alert this morning. Pregnant mothers will be able to take a new RSV vaccine for their unborn children. The first of its kind drug has been approved by the Food and Drug Administration. Pfizer's vaccine shot is 82% effective at preventing severe RSV in newborns. Health officials say the protection wanes quickly and is only meant to last 6 months. There's already an antibody shot that can be given to babies after they're born and to people over 60 years old. RSV is common, that respiratory illness, and it sends thousands of infants and elderly adults to the hospital every year.
Former President Trump says he'll surrender to Georgia police Thursday. He's facing, as you know, state charges there after being accused of trying to overturn the results of the 2020 election. Trump made the announcement just hours after court papers set his bond at $200,000. The Fulton County Sheriff says when Trump surrenders, there will be, quote, a hard lockdown of the area around the county jail in the Atlanta area. Court papers also say Trump can't intimidate co-defendants, witnesses, or victims in the case, including on social media. 6:41, we are continuing our breaking news coverage on Action 2 News this morning of a police situation in Howard. This is right near I-41. We're going to get a live update from Emily Byer in about 4 minutes. Stay with us.
First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Steve Bailon. Sponsored by Tundraland, home to bath remodeling and custom decks. Go now to tundraland.com.
A quick peek at First Alert Viper Max shows thunder showers from Door County, northwest up into Marinette County. Also some rain at times into Florence, Forest, and Oconto counties. That's where most of the showers and storms will be this morning. Otherwise, we'll get some afternoon sun. You'll notice a little bit of humidity with a high of 77 degrees.
It's time for the Morning Rush. Non-stop news, weather, and traffic until the top of the hour. Sponsored by Sure Dry Basement Systems. Call 920-SURE-DRY today.
Starting the morning rush with breaking news, a heavy police presence in Howard.
Catherine will show us how this is affecting roads and First Alert traffic, so we do have team coverage. We want to get right to Emily Byer live with what's happening right now.
Yeah, Tammy and Aisha, police releasing very few details at this time, but we've observed a lot here this morning. If you take a look behind me, they've got quite this police presence here. We're at the corner of Memorial Drive and Vincent Road. We haven't seen any roads really blocked off, but if looking over here where this Vincent Road is, we have seen a lot of unmarked police vehicles driving off that way at a rather fast pace. Also, I'm going to have you take a look up into the sky. That police drone we mentioned to you earlier, up still kind of it appears to be searching the area. Again, officials not confirming with us if they are looking for someone or looking for evidence, but we have seen that drone now go up and back up and down and back up several times here this morning. So it would appear that they're looking for something in this grassy area. And actually taking a look right now, we can see several Brown County deputies coming out of the wooded area here in the grass. We also see a police canine with Green Bay Police, it looks like, and we do see rifles out right now. Again, still combing this area. It appears still not confirming with us if they're looking for anyone or looking for evidence. But again, just a very heavy police presence in this area. Roads, like I've said, don't appear to be blocked off. But again, we're at Memorial Drive and Vincent Road, so you're going to see a heavy police presence in this area. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Emily, so here's the wider view of Green Bay. I want to show you exactly where Emily is. As she said, she's along Memorial Drive in Howard. So Emily was basically under I-41 on the underpass there on Memorial Drive. And then where you see this red icon, that's roughly where the search is happening. So as Emily reported, she doesn't see any roads that appear to be officially closed. But in any situation like this, of course, police want you to give them a lot of room to do their work, avoid this area if you can. And we'll have another live reports on this throughout Good Morning America.
All right, Catherine, thank you. Now to another first alert. An urgent rescue underway right now in Pakistan. 6 children and 2 men are trapped over 1,100 feet above a river canyon in a chairlift. You see that chairlift there? It connects communities in that region. Authorities there say a helicopter rescue team is on the way to the region. We'll first alert you when we hear any new information. First alert update on a suspect in a boat crash on the Fox River expected in court this afternoon. As we've reported, 53-year-old Jason Lindeman pleaded not guilty to 21 charges last February. He's accused of crashing his powerboat into a paddle wheel cruise boat July of last year. 44 people were on that cruise boat. Several were hurt in the crash. He's charged with second-degree reckless endangerment and 18 counts of boating accident involving injury.
A Brown County man is charged with 2 counts of first-degree sexual assault of a minor. Police say 55-year-old Edward Verbumen was in court for those charges yesterday. The victim, a 15-year-old girl, says the assault happened in 2020 and again in this year. Each count carries up to 60 years in prison if convicted.
6:48, Fox Crossing police are warning you to lock your car. They've had more than 24 thefts in 3 days, but police say those thefts can easily be prevented. Police say thieves took cash, credit cards, and other valuables. In Fox Crossing, officials say these thefts are happening at night, and in almost every single case, the car doors were not locked. Police around the Fox Valley suggest you have something called a 9 o'clock routine. They say at that time of night, you should go outside, make sure your cars are locked, and hide your valuables.
A first alert update on a nationwide health crisis. Brown County officials giving us an update on the fight against fentanyl.
Yesterday was National Fentanyl Prevention and Awareness Day, and it's been about a year since Brown County's first proclamation to raise awareness about the opioid crisis. The drug is responsible for 80% of Brown County's drug overdose deaths last year, compared to about 37% in 2018. The county created an opioid action plan to distribute about $9 million from the state opioid settlement cases.
The county put up billboards, hosted community conversations, and sent mailers to school districts encouraging parents to talk to their kids about the dangers of fentanyl. Brown County's teaming up with surrounding counties to promote a new fentanyl PSA. It'll air during Packer games this year, as well as other nationally televised games.
6:50, a first alert. New safety resolutions are being proposed for a Swamico home that has been hit by vehicles 3 different times. The house is on Riverside Drive in Swamico. Officials are looking at resolutions, laws, and budget adjustments to try to make sure that house isn't hit again. The most recent crash happened earlier this year. It caused $40,000 damage.
Happening today, the demolition phase begins at the City Center Plaza in Appleton, and it's to make way for a new project. It kicks off a $33.6 million project for Fox Commons. The demolition phase will have some impact on cars and pedestrians. Nothing major will be blocked off, but City Center Plaza will be closed to pedestrians because the fire doors need to be closed. Appleton City Council approved the redevelopment of the City Center Plaza in June. The 180,000 square foot facility will include housing for Lawrence University and commercial space. Some commercial tenants include Mosaic Family Health and Prevea Health.
And before we get into first alert weather here at home, we want to take a live look at South Padre Island in Texas as Tropical Storm Harold is set to hit the southern part of the state this morning. People who live here are bracing for several inches of heavy rain, powerful winds, and dangerous rip currents. You could see the water there, the waves. We'll first alert you throughout the day with more information on the storm. It's just been such an active time across the country, whether it's Hawaii, the wildfires there in Washington, California, and here in Texas. Here at home, we've been talking about Things heating up, but also some storms, Steve.
Yeah, we've got some thunder showers right now, Aisha. As we go to our forecast, you can see that we've got these thunder showers from Door County and back to the northwest. There's nothing severe going on here, but there's some downpours in spots, especially we see some of the yellow and red colors there. I wouldn't be surprised as these showers and storms continue to march south and east this morning if some storms perhaps produce a little bit of some small hail. So a chance of showers and storms, especially north and northeast of Green Bay this morning. We'll get back into a drier afternoon with some sun. You'll notice a little bit of humidity, but for now, nothing overly oppressive. Our high should be seasonable, right around 77 degrees. Now, 77 is Green Bay's high. Area-wide, we'll have a wide range, anything from the upper 60s near the UP border into Door County, and First Alert Pinpoint Predictor has mid-80s over central Wisconsin. That heat coming in from the west is our next weather maker. Dangerous heat, not today, but tomorrow afternoon, especially near and south of Highway 29. Tomorrow is a First Alert weather day. So for your Wednesday, the Weather Service has issued a heat advisory near Green Bay and Appleton. To the south and west, an excessive heat warning. That big heat wave that you've been hearing about in the national news is starting to expand in our direction. So that hazy, hot, and humid weather will probably give us tomorrow the hottest day so far this year. So First Alert Pinpoint Predictor, we'll pick it up at 8 o'clock tonight. So tonight, partly cloudy skies. As the heat expands in our direction, more thunderstorms will blossom near the UP border. Look at that heavy rain pushing into northern Door County around 3 a.m., very early Wednesday morning. And then the storms are gone. The clouds break up tomorrow morning, and with some sizzling sunshine, tomorrow's high temperatures in most spots will get up into the 90s. But then you increase the humidity, the heat index, the feels-like temperature tomorrow afternoon from Green Bay and southwest getting above 100 degrees. There's going to be an increased chance of heat-related illnesses with that kind of heat, so make sure you drink plenty of water, stay hydrated, keep yourself cool by finding some air conditioning. Tomorrow's severe weather outlook is in the moderate category. Most of our temperatures are in the 60s this morning, but we have a rain-cool 59 in Iron Mountain. In Green Bay, cloudy and 66, dew point 58 with an east wind at 6 miles an hour. Today, Tuesday, morning thunder showers, then some afternoon sun. Slightly humid, a high of 77. Storms possible far northeast tonight, humid and breezy, a low of 66. On the water today, east to southeast winds 5 to 15 knots, 1 to 3 foot waves. And now your First Alert 7-day forecast. After that 95 tomorrow, we gradually cool down. Highs will be in the low 70s on Saturday for the Packers-Seahawks game. Catherine.
All right, Steve, thanks. 441, we want to take a look here at this section of 441 where, as you know, construction's been happening, and it's down to one lane each way between CE, that's East College, and 00 Northland. You can see it's already down to a crawl, and this is an area that's been slowing down quite a bit lately, so be mindful of that. If it's an option for you, you may want to take I-41 through the valley instead. This is the Oshkosh area. Speaking of I-41, a ramp is closed this morning, so crews can do some work. We're talking about the ramp from southbound I-41 to Highway 26. That's the Plainview exit. So instead, what you may want to do until 12:30, the ramp's going to be closed till 12:30, you may want to exit at 44 near the EAA grounds here and then head south on the frontage road past the car dealerships there. That's Washburn, and then you can get on Highway 26 that way. Again, that ramp's going to be closed until 12:30 today.
Your time now 6:56. Want to update you on the breaking news that we have been following here. An active police situation in Howard. You're looking live there. We have seen several squads coming and going all morning. We've been on this story since 4:50 this morning. Our reporter Emily Byer has been keeping us updated, asking if there's an active search for someone or something. We have not gotten those answers, but clearly there's a police presence on Memorial Drive there in Howard. We'll continue to stay on this breaking news and be first to alert you to developments on air and online. Our next update at 7:26.